The high expectations surrounding artificial intelligence are meeting a specific resistance in 2026. Across the corporate world, large-scale deployments have simply stopped moving. Data governance is the primary friction point. Cloudera reports that 95% of enterprise AI projects are currently being delayed or canceled because organizations cannot resolve their internal compliance fears. Context is a secondary hurdle. Over half of organizations struggle to translate their specific business rules and operational knowledge into the systems their AI relies on. These failures in governance and context forced a pivot in the industry. Capital is shifting away from purely smarter software and toward the physical hardware and legal frameworks required to make the technology functional. The competition is now a race to secure the physical space and regulatory clearance needed to actually use these models in production. The first bottleneck is strictly physical. AI requires vast amounts of land, water, transmission lines, and electricity to operate. To guarantee access to these raw resources, data center operators are securing extensive land domains in Texas, where water and power infrastructure are still available for expansion. NVIDIA's next-generation Rubin platform addresses these resource constraints through co-design, a process where hardware and software are engineered simultaneously for efficiency. This chart shows the result, a 10x reduction in inference token cost. The architecture also allows companies to train large mixture of experts models using 4 times fewer GPUs than the previous generation. Financing this transition requires broad institutional support. NVIDIA is currently mobilizing $500 billion in third-party Wall Street capital to fund the necessary hardware rollout. Real-time conversational speed used to get instant responses, companies often had to use smaller, less capable models that lacked the intelligence of flagship versions. Cerebras hardware bypasses this limitation. It allows OpenAI's GPT 5.6 Sol ultra-fast tier to process 750 tokens per second. Keeping 44 gigabytes of SRAM entirely on chip eliminates the memory bandwidth round-trip that slows traditional GPUs by forcing data off-chip between tokens. This speed is now integrated with live operational data, giving AI agents immediate business context without relying on stale copies. Frontier-level speed, when paired with live context, turns AI into an operational agent capable of acting on real-time enterprise data. A technology is only useful to an enterprise if it is legal to deploy. In August 2026, the legal landscape changed with the activation of Article 50 of the EU AI Act. The mandates are specific. Companies must provide human-facing disclosures for AI-generated deepfakes, and providers like Anthropic must embed machine-readable watermarks. This massive compliance burden is fueling a $41.8 billion services market. Firms like Persistent Systems are acquiring consulting capacity to manage these implementation hurdles. Regulation has become the primary gating mechanism for global enterprise adoption. As these 3 industrial hurdles are cleared, the technology begins to disappear into the background of everyday devices. This back-end efficiency enables features in Apple's iOS 26, such as live on-device translations and automatic task categorization that happen without noticeable delay. Meta's push for open weight models is turning AI into a foundational layer of software infrastructure that developers can modify for any specific use case. Artificial intelligence is becoming a standardized global utility, functioning with the same quiet reliability as the electrical grid.